the most costly hotel on the planet. Might you want to unwind on gorgeous secret seashores or in enormous rooms with an extraordinary perspective on the city? Time to pick a possibility for a reviving break, brimming with extravagances and unconventionalities. Number 10. The Court in Welcome to New York. Today you'll visit quite possibly of its most notorious inns, and yes, you've as of now seen its offices on the big screen. Here you'll have the most luxurious and costly involvement with the illustrious suite. In its staggering 500 square feet, you'll feel like in a great castle. Disregarding Fifth Road and the incredible Pulitzer Wellspring, the suite has 3 rooms, a dignified lounge, and its main restroom highlights mosaic floors. Also, stunning 24-karat gold-plated installations. In addition to, you'll have a 24-hour white glove steward for $40,000 a night. One more inn with this equivalent cost is the excellent Retreat Tidal Pond Simple Inn, Athens, Greece. At the illustrious estate you'll feel like you're disappearing to a blue water heaven with extravagances that incorporate 2 main rooms with extra large beds and a confidential back rub region. Yet what's genuinely awesome are the warmed pools. Envision yourself sunbathing on the huge patio or in the perfectly clear waters of the pool. Do you really want anything more? Prior to continuing on, I have a whimsical random data for you from the highest point of which 5-star special in Did David Guetta give an astounding live show in February 2021 of 4 seasons in Guangzhou B. Burj Al Middle Easterner C. Seminole Hard Rock. How about we go on with this top? Number 9. Raj Castle Lodging. Prepare for an imperial involvement with Jaipur, India. The Raj Castle was inherent 1727, and Princess Jendra Kumari, the 16th era regal relative and current proprietor, transformed it into an extravagant castle. In each edge of this spot will entrance you as though it were enchantment. You can get drenched with accounts of rulers and lords in its 50 extravagant rooms enlivened by Mughal design, including pieces from the regal families' exhibition hall assortment. Also the culinary joys with individually buffet. Furthermore, thali dishes, a lunch that incorporates territorial food and dishes from imperial territories all over the planet. The cafe has been magnificently brightened with gold leaf and magnificent precious stone crystal fixtures. Mind you, this is the most costly inn in Asia at a day-to-day rate of up to $43,000. Number 8. The Ridge Bequest Resort. A genuine tropical heaven concealed on an island in the Fiji archipelago with a confidential airstrip. One night here will cost you $45,000. However, what will you get at that cost? Well, you'll loosen up in one of its 3 sumptuous estates with all-encompassing perspectives on the island's scenes and the wonderful turquoise water of the Koro Ocean. The comfortable manners can oblige up to 8 individuals, where you'll completely appreciate nature inside any of them. All designs are produced using neighborhood materials like sago palms, doga lumber. Furthermore, maji, which is coconut husk. There's even a mind-boggling bath made of strong wood. You'll likewise approach a huge confidential pool with a cascade. What's more, glass edge, a green, and the administrations of a babysitter, escort, and gourmet specialist. Furthermore, you'll stroll around a fantasy resort. What do you say? Are you likewise considering reserving a spot? Number 7. The Conrad Maldives. Here you'll in a real sense lower in an unwinding submerged experience. The Conrad Lodging in the Maldives offers you the Morocco A extravagance 2-level home, where the most fabulous part is underneath the Indian Maritime. Down the winding flight of stairs or lift you'll enter a confidential submerged aquarium. The expert Room is an acrylic arch lowered. North of 16 feet under the water you'll have to take a confidential seaplane or a speedboat to arrive at this elite spot. The upper level is very extravagant, including 2 rooms, a washroom with a sea-confronting tub and an open-air deck, with a pool from where you'll partake in the perspective on an endless sea. Remember about the stream skis that you'll have at your removal to supplement your visit. You'll have a 24-hour private culinary expert in. Head servant simply ensure you have $50,000 every evening. Number 6 in Martinez. Do you love European culture and works of art? Then the penthouse suite situated on the highest level of the lodging Martinez in France at 53,000 a night is for you. In this 1,000 square foot suite you'll not just appreciate the private jacuzzi on the patio with a stunning perspective on the Cove of Cannes, yet in addition respect lithographs from Picasso, Duffy and style designing its walls. Besides this, penthouse offers jumbo beds, marble washrooms, and a Turkish shower. If you also have any desire to feel like a whiz, remember to reserve your spot right on time, as this lodging gets overbooked with rich and celebrities during the Cannes film celebration. Number 5. 4 Seasons. Time to partake in a 360-degree all-encompassing perspective on New York. The Ty Warner penthouse on the 52nd floor of the inn is the consequence of 7 years of joint effort between popular planners. For example, I am Peter Moreno and visionary lodging proprietor Ty Warner, who didn't wonder whether or not to give it the best highlights. The suite's room highlights 22-karat gold-strung Thai silk textures. Furthermore, you can see Focal Park from its tremendous bronze-clad windows. The expert washroom is made of rock precious stone and has an all-encompassing Chinese onyx-clad bath. Thought about a semi-valuable stone. You'll likewise have a chauffeured Rolls-Royce vehicle available to you. The 4,300 square foot Ty Warner penthouse was a $50 million venture, so don't be amazed that a night in this spot costs $60,000. Number 4. The Imprint. And it's the turn of the inn with the biggest penthouse suite in the US at 10,000 square feet. You'll get 5 rooms, 2 bars, and an enormous living room that can be changed into a standard-sized dance hall with high house of prayer roofs at the Imprint penthouse for $75,000 per night. As you can see here, style and innovation are consolidated at their best. Alongside lovely regular light, you will not have the option to oppose its 202 square foot patio with an outside feasting region to partake in the best caviar or sheep with an all-encompassing perspective on Focal Park in New York. The people who additionally proved unable oppose the appeal of this desert garden in the sky were Anna Wintour, Katie Holmes, and Meghan Markle, who praised their child shower here in 2019. Number 3. In President Wilson. Assuming that you're somebody who exceptionally esteems circumspection and security, however doesn't give up on extravagance and conveniences, you ought to remain at the imperial penthouse of this lodging in Geneva, Switzerland, named after the 28th leader of the U.S. The suite is 19,375 square feet and is safeguarded with unbeatable windows. It likewise has a confidential lift 24/7 security, a surveillance camera framework, and a braced safe that should be the reason it's one of the most loved setups of Bill Dors and Michael Douglas. No big surprise, as here you have the whole 8th floor of the inn to yourself with a stunning perspective on the Swiss Alps in Lake Geneva. 12 rooms, 12 washrooms, and a stunning jacuzzi. It'll cost you $80,000 every evening. Furthermore, you're fortunate in light of the fact that in 2014 the Regal Penthouse held the Guinness World Record for most costly lodging for. It's then, at that point, pace of 83,200. Anyway, this time it was outperformed by Number 2 Palms Club Resort. Here things have arrived at another level. Since you're in Las Vegas where individuals live to the fullest, the Compassion Suite at this inn is a magnum opus itself, worth $100,000 each evening. Simply take a gander at the sublime stylistic layout with contemporary workmanship pieces by English craftsman Damien Hirst. Furthermore, in the event that you love marine natural life, you'll be flabbergasted by 2 monumental genuine sharks inside a formaldehyde tank at 8,987 square feet. It highlights 2 expert rooms, a jacuzzi, neglecting the Las Vegas Strip, and a dazzling confidential pool. Proceeding with the unpredictable visit, you'll find a 13-seat bended bar loaded up with what seems, by all accounts, to be clinical waste. Situated under a suspended marlin skeleton, luxury deserving of an evening in Las Vegas. Here you'd have no issue assembling a major party with 50 individuals. What are you sitting tight for time to know the response to the random data, David? Get a tossed a stunning show from the highest point of the Burj Al Middle Easterner Inn in Dubai, explicitly on the foundation of this mind-boggling inn that has been utilized as a helipad and can transform into a golf course or stage for huge occasions. The Burj Al Bedouin is quite possibly of the most sumptuous lodgings in Dubai, and to demonstrate, it has a bar with 21,000 Swarovski precious stones on the roof. However, its extravagances try not to end there. The most mind-blowing experience it has to offer is feasting in one of cafes has an enormous aquarium with seawater. So prepare your $28,000 if you need to go through a night at this lodging. Presently, prepare for a genuine break far away from the city. Number 1 Darlings, profound the extravagance. Submarine. This inn is one of the most fascinating in the world. Envision partaking in a heartfelt experience, pondering the profundities of the Caribbean Ocean, fish and other marine life pass by the windows while you get a one consideration from the skipper, a confidential culinary specialist, and an individual head servant. The soundproof rooms include a lavish 2-man restroom and amazing seas as the ideal commendation. There's a love potion menu and connoisseur dishes that incorporate